All right, so Cody comes here to wrestle. He actually redshirts his freshman year. So his redshirt freshman year, as an Ohio wrestler, he goes 39-5, accumulating 30 wins, that big mile mark. He actually wins the 174 weight class for the MAC. He gets the All-MAC Freshman of the Year, gets a bid to the NCAA tournament, and becomes an All-American. Now in his career, his latest accolade is 100 wins. He's been to the tournament every year, and he's also won the MAC every year. Now as a dad, could you have written a better story for your son as a collegiate wrestler?
Absolutely not. Cody, coming out of high school, was not a blue chip wrestler. Although he was awfully successful, he went to the high school state championships 4 times, won it once, had a bad junior year where the state didn't allow him to wrestle. And in my opinion, I think he would have won it, but he was probably more on his junior year than his senior year. So coming into college, I was actually hoping that at some point by his senior year that he could make the national tournament. It's not easy to do. So I don't think I could have wrote it any better.
So you obviously saw something in Cody at a young age to get him out there. You put him on the mat when he was 6.5. So what did you see as a dad that made you know that that's where he should be?
So I had him in karate actually first, and he loved it. And I was waiting. I wanted to wait till he was 6 before I put him into wrestling. When we started him, his first 2 matches, he took a pretty good lump. I says, "What do you think, buddy?" He says, "When do I get to do this again?" So he actually went on like a 17-match win streak after his first 2. His favorite move at that point was the headlock. So I kind of knew there was something special there, and it was basically his heart.
You said that you love the sport yourself. So yes. What is your background in that specifically?
My background's nothing like Cody's. I actually, at first, thought wrestling was ridiculous. My football coach was also a wrestling coach, and he basically told me I was going to be a wrestler, needed a heavyweight, and that's where it started for me. It didn't take me long to actually start loving the sport.
How do you think, your experience has helped shape Cody's career?
Well, one thing I realized when I went to the Marine Corps after high school, I was actually on the obstacle course in boot camp. And I went through it the first time, and I'm thinking, Jesus, that was probably one of the hardest things I'd ever done. And the drill instructor's yelling, "Go again, go again." I realized your mind's going to quit on you way before your body. And I always pushed that on Cody. You're not going to be able to outwork your body, but your mind will stop you first. And he caught on to that pretty quick.
Now, I'm sure just like Cody, you plan on going to nationals at Madison Square Garden this year. How do you think you'll watch him, or how will it feel watching him on the mat for the last time?
Well, I try not to think about it all the time. Part of me is almost ready, just because watching Cody can be grueling. Thinking about like his last match or something, it's kind of rough. So I actually, even right now, I'm like, it's almost trying to break me. So he's my, I can't even talk about it. I really can't. It's watching him compete and just knowing where he came from and what he's put into it, and enjoying the rest of the Bobcats. But I just try not to think about that, because Cody's he always says that I'm his hero, but I think he's more mine. So
I think that says a little bit about your relationship and the career he's had. What do you think he'll do? He's an education major right now. What do you think he'll do after he's done his career?
Well, I know he'll be a coach wherever. Cody's got a gift with kids. He doesn't pass them by. I've even seen him after a loss, a kid try to say something to him. He won't pass a kid up, but he'll pass his old man up, but not a kid. But I got to believe that whoever my son is, I'm sure you'll watch me watching him coach. I also have this dream that him and I are coaching a team together. So, you know, it'll be up to Cody. Whatever he does, I know that he'll put everything he's got into it.